think one of the things that a lot of people that are just turning to Christianity deal with, and me included, is um, the issue and the sin of pride. Um, a lot of us, me included, think we're these humble people, always willing to take advice, take help from others, you know what I mean? We don't have a big ego, we don't let stuff get to our head. But really, we are prideful, and we don't really realize this, but we're prideful in the sense that we put ourselves above God and that we think we can be God instead of trying to be like God. You know what I mean? Because I relate to this specifically with dealing with temptation and, you know, other issues in my life. I think I can rely on myself to have the willpower to resist temptation, the strength, the routine, the discipline, and without help from anyone else, including God, when in reality, all my strength and pretty much everything I've been given is due to Him, and I'm not letting Him work his love through me to really change my heart and change my mind and to really repent from my ways, if that makes sense. Um, just thinking I'm better, I'm good enough, no, I can deal with this on my own, like I'm good, I got it. But in reality, you never do. You might for a little bit, but you still ultimately end up falling. Paul writes about this a lot. In Romans 6, I think it's, yeah, Romans 6, might be 7, but he says, oh my gosh, I literally just lost it, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, our sin and our flesh is constantly at war with our mind and spirit, which is the Spirit of God inside of us, in our minds. And we've already shown that we can't fight our flesh. We can't win against our flesh. We can maybe fight it, but we can't win against our flesh and our sinful nature. You know what I mean? And really, the only way to win these battles and to really fight these battles is to let Christ do the fighting for us and to accept His help, accept His, His gift, you know what I mean? So, also 1 Corinthians 10:13, Paul writes, He will show you a way out so that you can endure. No matter how tempted you are, no matter how great it is, it won't be more than what you can handle. And you just have to be willing to accept and really put into use and put your ego aside and use what God has given you, because that voice in the back of your head, that voice telling you what not to do, that voice telling you how to avoid what you're going to do, that's not you. That isn't. That's God. And the amount of times I've just brushed off this voice, man, really given me step-by-step process of what not to do, how not to do it. and I still do the things I don't want to do. And that's just succumbing to flesh, not denying myself, and being prideful and thinking I'm better than God at dealing with this. So, yeah, all in all, that's day 4, kind of long-winded. It's like after midnight right now. Nearly forgot, but so forgot. Lost my train of thought there for a second, but this will continue to be, these all will all be continue to be uncut, to be able to look back on, and see how I progress. Yeah.